What's going on, all you hairy individuals? Wanted to cover a quick Myria update today. Myria got 3 nodes, back in the day, and I already got an ROI. So for me, an absolute success, at least when I jumped into this. If you look over the past month, they have actually been cut in half about, they were up like 0.0044. Now we're down to 0.0022. So definitely a big drop here. This point, I'm definitely not selling, end of year here. We're getting some wash selling as well as people churn. I believe in the next couple of months we're going to see another kind of big boom, especially gaming. So for gaming, we are pretty much down kind of across the board. AI is kind of the big narrative, but I do think gaming will have a resurgence personally, definitely within the next 3 months, in my opinion. For Myria, kind of their big game that they got that's working and stuff. They're just trying to, I guess, clean it up a bit. You can actually jump into Epic Games and play, but obviously without a big user base, finding like a match or folks to play is kind of the difficult portion of it. Which they have been doing some of these gaming days. So Myria on December 21st, they had a gaming day, whatever you want to call it, with MetaRush. You could actually win 25 bucks for the different leagues they were running, as well as the dimensional trials winner, and then somebody just in the random audience. So next time, I wasn't around, but I do want to play this game, mostly because I do think it looks fun, looks like Fall Guys, right? And this is kind of big focus of Myria right now, at least for their project, right? This is theirs that they've made, wanting developers to come on board, of course. From a node perspective, if you got in way back when I had mentioned this, you were definitely fine. But if you look right now, with the price of 6,400, these nodes aren't going to be moving for obvious reasons. You could take that money and just put it straight into the token and get almost 3 million Myria, which is pretty cool. So my point being, we're not going to see nodes doing a lot of movement right now, in my opinion. Big change or big addition that Myria had that I thought, okay, that's pretty cool. Pretty maybe what's the right word? Really can enhance developers coming to your platform is they have this Myria AI. So what it's specifically for is basically revolutionizing the developer support in Web3 gaming. And so you're able to kind of pull up, as you can see here, almost like a chat GPT, but it's specific for Myria, so that people can really do what they love to do, which is, creating games, and not having to leave the Myria developer portal. And they can ask, really specific questions, really being able to, have execution capabilities, whether it's airdrop kind of stuff, fixing code. It really simplifies their access to documentation because Myria on their site, where is it? They have all the different aspects here for people to come and build. So they have their Myria core SDK. They have the SDK for the game and the SDK for the wallet. And then, of course, an onboarding and developing portal. Now, them, just like, Gala or any other kind of gaming group here, SDKs are super important. You want people to come and build. The problem is finding the developers that are going to come and build. So I don't know if they're doing any kind of specific things to incentivize people to come on board. I know Gal's been trying a couple different like tricks and stuff to try to get people to come build on their chain, because that's the big aspect, right? People are be able to build kind of these good blockchains for people to build on. But then what is it that's going to entice them or make it simple to do so? For Myria, this AI definitely seems to be a huge component that would make it kind of simple for people to jump on board and do stuff. Airdrop execution, FT minting, transaction management, really tailoring it for developer support, MetaMask integration for security. Obviously helping them time save, accessibility for Web2 developers, scalability for growing ecosystems, enhancing the developer experience. And the technology behind the Myria AI is an LLM powered conversations, code execution, and a comprehensive knowledge base. So the reason I bring this up is because as AI continues to progress, people like me who have no, coding skill, knowledge, whatever else, are going to be able to build games without as much or a lot of difficulty. So I'm really curious in the future years here, and I'm talking within the next decade, AI is going to become a insane powerhouse and going to change the world in so many different ways. But if you, with your fun ideas and brain and just all the things you think about, maybe you have this excellent game idea and you don't really know how to get developers, get funding, do all this stuff, and you're able to just use an AI system to help you build and code. You could be like, who is the single developer that made, what is it, Stardew Valley, right? And you make this excellent game and you're able to sell it for cheap. And then you personally are making some good money. So those are the kinds of thoughts I have when we're looking at AI and gaming. pretty exciting stuff regardless. So this AI smart assistant, it'd be cool if I know anybody who's kind of given a trial, because obviously I have not jumped in myself because I wouldn't really know where to begin with a lot of that stuff. The big thing of Myria is getting games out just like any of these other gaming platforms, right? Getting them cleaned, polished, and ready to go. MetaRush really does look good, and it should be pretty much ready to publish here soon on Epic Games for just being able to play constantly, in my opinion. And I think MetaRush could be a simple way to engage communities. Gaming communities, streamers, all that stuff, where it's fun. You're talking with people, you're playing some simple games, you're having some awards or rewards for people who are placed in first place. Things like that are the things that make me exciting for, gaming and Web3 gaming in general. This 360 cricket, I know they've been working on for a couple of years here. Cricket, for me, I don't even know how the game works, but obviously the world knows how cricket works, so that's why this is could be a very popular game. And I've gone through some of these in the past with all these different games, and the thing is there's so many games out there. It's hard to, really review like everything. I mean, it would take so much time to kind of go through and play every game, check out the pros and cons, yada, yada, yada. This ridiculous shooter, I've seen some advertisement about, so I would like to check that out at some time, hopefully in the near future. Anyways, that's my short kind of Myria update video. Let me know if you want to try to get together and do a MetaRush, game, because I do have access to the game, was able to get into it, and I could, maybe throw together something we could play and maybe have some awards. That'd be fun if we did some live streaming. Let me know what you think about Myria as we're kind of progressing forward. Right now, I am holding tight. I definitely am not going to sell at that amount currently. I think we have some good bullish stuff coming up here in the future. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And as always, stay warm, Wookiees.